Today, apparently just kickstarting isn't enough to ensure that you'll make it to the kickstop. This is CheckPoint. Good evening, good afternoon, good day. Welcome to CheckPoint, where I'm enjoying my new EA mug acquired for me from the Electronics Arts break room.
I don't get a mug.
No, you don't. The upcoming Plants vs. Zombies squad-based first-person shooter Garden Warfare, which we want to remind you is a real game that we did not make up, will only support the local split-screen mode on the Xbox One version of the game. Why? Can the 360 not handle split-screen? Because the N64 handled it pretty well. Or maybe they realized that with how many Xbox Ones they've sold, hanging out with a friend who has one is the only way they can guarantee Xbox One owners can do the multiplayer.
Final Fantasy XIII Lightning Returns really wants to tickle your nostalgia glands. On top of the already announced pre-order bonus of a Final Fantasy VII Cloud costume for Lightning, you can now also clothe her in Yuna's costume from Final Fantasy X if you buy the physical copy of Final Fantasy X's HD re-release. Eventually, Square Enix is going to reach some sort of singularity where every subsequent Final Fantasy game can be reskinned to look like any previous Final Fantasy game, but without whatever made you like that game in the first place.
The EA-owned Ghost Games has been hit with a round of layoffs and has put its upcoming Need for Speed game on hold, which is odd. EA, did you guys not see the trailer for the Need for Speed movie that played during the Super Bowl? Wouldn't releasing a Need for Speed game be a really good thing to do right now if a movie is coming out? Wait, don't tell me they're canceling the game from the developers of the really good Need for Speed Rivals just so they can crap out a shitty movie tie-in instead. That's what they're doing, isn't it? Boy, I hope we're not right.
Microsoft is rumored to be releasing a new, cheaper white version of the Xbox One, this year without a disk drive. The Xbox One is not even a year old and they're already iterating on it. We assume that next year they'll be releasing a yet cheaper Kinect free version, and the year afterwards an even smaller Xbox without a controller. Now, it won't play games, but it will be very cheap.
I know this may come as a shock, but making a video game is pretty hard. Apparently harder than even some aspiring devs think it is. Of the 357 successfully funded video game projects on Kickstarter between 2009 and 2012, specifically the ones that said they would be out before 2014, only 37% have been released. Another 7.6% have delivered partial games, and another 5% have cancelled or gone on hiatus. Meaning 51% of these games that should be out aren't. The current total pledges committed to late or undelivered projects, is $22 million. Now, if that sounds depressing, bear in mind that delays happen in AAA games all the time and you rarely hear about them. At least now, you have a direct line to the developers who probably thought customer support also wouldn't be this hard.
Okay, I have to ask, What is up with the mug? You've never had a mug before.
I know. I just love the complete separation of reality that would result in EA printing a mug that said, "Act with integrity" on the back.
Wow, that's like us printing a mug that said "Act with integrity."
I know, but we know it'd be funny.
Coming up, the latest Spelunky update has added features for speedrunners, a minimalist UI, an on-screen timer, and even an auto-run feature to propel you to your grisly death just that much quicker.